no Daryl, all right?
Who the fuck you think you are?
It's all right, Robert.
The guy thought I was just a customer. He even handed me a card telling me to come back and support their business sometime. A few days earlier, I was sitting in a restaurant like always, drinking tea and reading a book. That's when a girl suddenly sat across from me. I noticed the bruises on her face immediately. She told me her name was Alina. Then she handed me a CD she recorded herself. She said becoming a singer was just a dream that could never come true for someone like her.
I think you can be anything you want to be.
Maybe in your world, Robert, doesn't really happen that way in mine.
Change your world.
We talked for hours that night. Later, we ended up walking home together. But right when we were about to say goodbye, a car suddenly pulled up beside us. A man jumped out and slapped Alina across the face. That was when I found out he was the gang leader controlling the girls. Because Alina ignored his calls all night, he came looking for her himself. A few seconds later, she was dragged into the car by force, and I just stood there watching them drive away. Over the next few days, I never saw Alina at the restaurant again. Until one day, the owner told me she had been sent to the ICU. I went to the hospital immediately. When I saw her lying in that bed covered in bruises, her friend was sitting beside her crying so hard she could barely breathe. She told me that after Alina got taken back that night, the gang leader used her as an example to scare the other girls. He made her suffer all night. That night I couldn't sleep at all. I kept staring at the CD Alina gave me. Her words kept replaying in my head. The anger inside me was getting harder to control. But I also knew the second I stepped back into that world, the normal life I built for myself would disappear forever. Still, every time I thought about Alina trapped in that darkness with nobody coming to save her, watching her dream slowly die. I already knew what I had to do. The next day, I walked straight into their office. The gang leader looked at me like I was in the wrong place. But the moment I showed him the card, he remembered exactly who I was. Then I placed the thick envelope on the table. Inside was $9,800.
For what? Freedom.
It was at the same time. I noticed the men sitting around the room quietly reaching for guns and knives. Then the gang leader suddenly held out his hand. I thought he accepted the deal, so I shook it.
1 month. That's it. I think this is one-time payment. I make this off this girl in 2 weeks.
That's when I finally understood. He was going to drain every last piece of Alina until she had nothing left. A moment later, he told me to get the hell out, so I picked up the envelope, turned around, and walked toward the door. Then, right when everyone finally relaxed, I locked it from the inside because nobody in that room was walking out alive.